Joey Giannetti with us here in the John Mendola Show. We're talking to Winsdale Wrestling. Joey wrestling about 172 this year.
162.
So let's talk a little bit about how you got into wrestling, and just it's been a great tradition there at Honesdale.
Yeah. So my dad started wrestling when he was 8th or 9th grade. He wrestled till he was a senior, and he was always he just loved it. So he wanted to get me right into it as soon as I could wrestle. So from my elementary years, he was actually my coach. He actually coached the elementary team, and one of my buddies, Mason Avery, was on that team too, and he's up here. So ever since then, I just loved the sport. I loved the attitude and the intensity of it, and it's a lot of fun.
Some people, looking at Honesdale might think it's like a throwback town. Some of you guys work with your hands, or you work with your families and different things.
Yeah.
But you guys wouldn't know any different. Like, hey, I'm from Honesdale. This is what we do.
Yeah.
So talk about the blue collar mentality that you guys have. Going in and just working as hard as you could.
Yeah. So it's just huge thanks to our coaches. Like, if it wasn't for our coaches, then our practices wouldn't be how they are to get us where we need to be for our competitions. Sometimes we'll have practices that are a little bit more laid back, more technique, going over things, and then we'll have those practices that are just straight, like drilling hard, getting our heart rates up pretty good, and pushing ourselves the whole practice. So when we come to a competition time, we're ready to go. We got the mindset and everything, and take it to them, whoever we're going against.
How about replacing all those seniors and then finding ways to be a leader and then to get wins with some young guys? You guys found a way to do it.
Yeah, especially like last year, we lost. I shouldn't say lost. A bunch of seniors graduated last year, and there was a bunch of open spots. So like over the summer or spring, summer, fall, talk to our friends, our buddies from the wrestling team, and kind of like think about where we could go to make the team as best as possible. And then we will work at that. We'll talk to our coaches in the off season and see what they think, see if like one person should go somewhere, stuff like that. And then once the season comes around, like we're practicing every day, like our weights fluctuate pretty well. So and we'll go based by that and just see who is best for the spots to try to get the best team we can get.
Talk about your strength and how you use that on the mat. You look like a strong kid for your weight. So
yeah, I believe that strength isn't everything in wrestling. If you have technique, 9 times out of 10, your technique will beat the strength. But I will say having strength helps a lot. Like at wrestling 172, I'm not like crazy like big or anything. I'm strong. They get to those kids that are like very hard to move, and that's where like my technique comes into play. My defense, I try to play defense a lot in those situations, and 9 times out of 10 I do pretty well at that. So
how about your fitness level? Those last 30 seconds in a match, when you get to this point, start to be more important than anything.
So those last 30 seconds, it's not so much about the fitness level, it's in the mind. So I just don't let my mind play games with me. I can do it. It's 30 seconds left. Like, what's 30 seconds going to do for me? I can do it.
Let's talk about your family and getting that mental toughness, whether it's from them or having that support system and knowing that hey, they're with you.
Yeah. Well, again, first off, I'm just going to say a huge thank you to all my family members. They've been with me, supporting me ever since I started in kindergarten. And just all of them just always telling me their thoughts, pushing me to be the best I could be. It's just super helpful. And if it wasn't for my family members being so supportive, especially my dad, my mom was there a lot for when I had to watch my weight. My sister's there all the time watching me, just supporting. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have had the success I've had, like the past couple of years wrestling without them. So just a huge thank you to them.
And your future is going to be with your dad, with your family. Talk a little bit about making that decision. So, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for it.
Yeah. So I thought about going to like a trade school right after high school. No, I want to be a mechanic, small engine mechanic one day. All right. So go work with my dad, I decided that I think I'm just gonna go work with Dad after high school. Build the broadheads, pick stone. I'm definitely going to get my CDL when I turn 18, just to have it. I might never use it, but I'm definitely gonna have it just in case like I need something to do.
Sounds like you're gonna be pretty well rounded.
Yeah, and then eventually, I'm gonna start because like at home right now, I have dirt bikes, taken apart, snowmobile taken apart. Like that's what I just love doing, and putting money into them, putting nice parts on them, stuff like that.
You can work on those things already and know how to fix them?
Yeah, pretty well actually. So I think the small business, the mechanic stuff isn't going to be that big of a deal really. I'll just need to learn the business stuff, which my dad knows well because he works up at the broadhead shop. So and that's a big business. So.
It sounds pretty cool that you're going to kind of follow your dad's footsteps and hang with the family, do your thing there in Honesdale. Great place to be. It's good to hear your story. We wish you the best with wrestling this coming weekend with Districts.
Thank you.